World War II was a devastating war in the 20th century which the Allies with France, the UK, the USA, Soviet Union, and many others won. In this alternate history video we will look at a scenario where the Allies lost and the Axis won. We will start this scenario in the year 1939 since World War II started here in real life. With Germany declaring war, the Allies join on Poland's side and the Axis join on Germany's side. The Soviet Union doesn't attack Poland in this timeline, leading to Germany being able to have all for itself. Instead of 36 days, Poland fell in 30, leading to German soldiers having an even higher morale at the start of the war. This also leads to the Allies having 6 less days to mobilize. To get to Paris, Germany declares war on Belgium and Luxembourg, just like in our own timeline. Belgium doesn't put up a strong resistance against the Germans. With Brussels falling, Belgium surrenders to the Germans immediately. Germany starts the invasion of France from the north. After a few days, Germany already captured much territory and the Battle of Dunkirk has begun. This time, the Germans wouldn't let the troops that were encircled get away, but kill all 350,000 troops. This is a massive loss to the Allied forces and a major victory to the Axis. From now, the war in France would take not even 2 weeks. With the fall of Paris, France surrenders, and they fell in just 38 days instead of the 46 days in our timeline. With France being eliminated, the next target of the Axis is the British overseas territory of Malta. Just like in our timeline, the Axis powers bomb the islands, but in our timeline, Italian and German troops succeed to make a landing on the coast and take over the whole island. The next target of the Axis is to take over the British colonies. Italy sends 150,000 soldiers to French Syria and Lebanon. After 2 months of fighting with casualties of over 50,000, the Battle of Jerusalem begins and 20,000 British troops got encircled. The encircled troops are fighting for many days and are eventually freed from the encirclement but lost 13,000 soldiers. After that, the Italians took the city and the British sent their soldiers to hold the line on the Suez in Egypt. Because of that, the Italians can capture British Jordan and Israel. The Axis troops are not able to get over the Suez, so they attack from Italian Libya. After a month, another 25,000 soldiers died in Africa, and the Italians are slowly taking over British Egypt. After another 3 months, the Axis start attacking from French Chad too, and the Battle of Cairo begins. The Battle of Cairo takes several days, but in the end, the Axis would win it. The British troops notice that they can't hold Egypt for much longer and start leaving it. The troops would push down the Nile for half a year when all of British Egypt and Sudan is captured. Now the USA would join the war on Britain's side. With that, the USA would make a landing in France together with the UK, but since the Axis aren't fighting a 3-front war like in our timeline, they can better hold them back. They would still be able to land in France, but with the double of the casualties. After a whole year, the Allies took big parts of France and the German morale is getting low. But the Germans created something. The only thing that can save them now. A nuclear bomb. They throw it at Brest in the Allied-occupied France and say if the Allies don't surrender, they will do the same thing with London and New York. With that, the Allied powers surrender and the Axis win. I hope you enjoyed this alternate scenario as much as I enjoyed making it.